let's see if this works. It looks like it's going to be delayed.
Well, yeah, but
I want to test the audio because I don't think it's going to work right. Test the audio because I don't think it's going to work right. Okay, there we go. Wow, that picks up everything. I didn't realize that that had such a strong mic.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to close. I don't know if this is going to stop this, but I'm going to close that. Hi, Julianne. You guys have to tell me whether or not. Like, I know right now this has definitely got a delay. I can see that it has a delay. But there's not much else I can do because of the fact that I am trying to do this with really low quality internet. You guys will have to tell me though if it looks okay, because I don't know and I can't really see, and I don't want to have too many things open at the same time. But I can see that it's already delayed on here, and that's quite annoying. Because I know with the iPhone it's a lot clearer, but my phone, I just finished like reorganizing my bedroom space so that I could use the step ladder. Like, I have a step ladder to get up in my room, and I wanted to see whether or not I could go ahead and live stream. So I'm using the hotspot that I set up with T-Mobile. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my blanket because it's going to bother me. But I wanted to see how this would work. And the thing is the mic that's picking up is the mic that's part of the computer, not the mic on the camera. So I don't know which mic is going to be the better microphone. So I'll have to test out both at some point. But I want to be able to start streaming again in here, and I wanted to see whether or not I'd be able to. And so far, what I'm seeing is it looks okay. Like, it's not amazing, but it's not like really crappy either. But there's definitely a delay. So you guys have to tell me though if that looks okay or not. And then what I'm going to do probably later is hook up my Elgato, which is my capture card, and feed through and see if it's just as bad. And if it's not, if it's working okay, then I might just go ahead and stream Skyrim. Maybe just stick strictly to Skyrim because of the fact that it's with my Switch and I don't need internet to run the Switch to play Skyrim. So I'll be able to play that while streaming without interfering with my Switch. And then the other thing that I now know we can do, and if you guys are game for it, is doing if you guys join me on Twitch, that is. And you don't have to pay on Twitch. Just an FYI, guys, you can follow on Twitch, and it's free. If you want to subscribe on Twitch, then it's $4.99 a month. But there's no need to subscribe, like, at all. Just following is enough. Which is kind of the same equivalency as to subscribing on YouTube. Following on Twitch is that same comparison. But I do know that my YouTube channel now is eligible for the join button. So if you join the community on here, it is like $4.99. You do not need to do that. I haven't even activated that option. I'm allowed to. I've just got my email and everything else that says your channel now qualifies for the join community button, which I would need to set up perks and all that for the channel. So I would probably bring over a lot of my emotes on here. You would get a badge next to your name when you comment on here. So there's a lot that you can do when you do the join community tab. But as of right now, I'm not going to activate that. And yeah, you guys are going to be able to hear Sarah in the background. She is playing a game with her friend. So, but I wanted to test this out I wanted to see what was going on and whether or not I could stream from here without too many problems. Like I said, there's a slight delay, and it is kind of annoying, but I don't think that's too bad. I'm just trying to see here. It doesn't tell me like how many people are in here. It used to be able to tell me that, but I don't know what it's doing right now. What does that mean? Angel, how are you? Okay, so it does tell me that. Okay, I can check it by doing that. That's cool. I actually like that idea. But yeah, so I am going to go through and do a lot of like checks and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm doing this right now because I really want to see where everything's at. Hi, Jeffrey. If this works out and if this streams really nicely, then I'm going to test it out later on Twitch. I'll probably do like a quick test stream. I'm actually using my hotspot. And so, by the way, you guys like my phone thing? Oh, you can't even see it, which is kind of a bummer. My phone has a really wicked looking dragon as the cover. I've been better. I'm getting.
Oh, that's right.
You're getting furloughed. Why?
Right.
You okay though? Danny's doing great, by the way, you guys. We've learned some things about Danny. So we still have not gotten her kidney test results back yet. So we're waiting on that still. If I don't hear anything by tomorrow, then I'm going to call them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really neat. I wish you guys could see the face on it. It's really, really cool. But the moon behind it is kind of washing it out. But anyway, I'm up here in my bunk. Like I said, in my bunk, the cool part is my bed is right here in front of me. I have the computer. This is my monitor. My computer is over this way. Then I have all my gaming stuff right here. So like I have a gaming setup right here. And then I have my like personal stuff. So this right here is like my arts and crafts drawer. It has like all my notebooks in it. It has all my like puzzle books because I do a lot of like Sudoku and stuff like that. Sudoku. And then my little tray up here so that if I'm up here and we're kind of doing like a separate, like I want to eat something and watch a movie, this tray right here kind of holds those things, which actually has a little bag of dill pickle chips right there. Hi, Dustin. How are you? Sarah's doing great. She's Dear Sarah. She's busy right now. She's in a game. She's in the middle of a Fortnite game, so I'm going to leave her be. But yeah. So I have my entire, like this is my space, my room. Sarah's room is down there. This allows me to have like my own personal area. So this is like my whole, like a whole bedroom setup, which is really, really nice because it doesn't need a whole bunch of stuff. And then the cool part is, hey Sarah, enjoy your game. Yeah, she can't hear me right now. She's got a headset and stuff on. She's got a gaming, it's like a noise canceling gaming headset, so she can't hear anything outside of the headset. Juliana says, I know I had a problem today with a math class because there was technical difficulties. Oh, now I'm done with my homework now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I hate when you have technical difficulties, especially with school. That can be super aggravating. Yeah, I'll be all right. Our casino owners can't afford to keep us all until the lockdown is over. See, that sucks. That sucks. The good part is, though, Angel, if they do furlough you and you do end up exiting, you will qualify for some benefits for the fact that that happened and until you find further employment. So make sure that you do take any paperwork or whatever if they let you go and you go to unemployment. Make sure you file for that. Make sure you file for the paperwork that's going to help you out during this time because there's quite a few things that are being offered for people that are in that situation. So make sure you take advantage of that. And I wish you the best of luck. I really do, because I know that seriously sucks. I do know the casinos here are trying their best to help out their employees because as of right now, they are not taking in anybody. And I know that that's costing the casinos a lot of money to be,
I was stuck in one house.
to be, paying employees even while not bringing money in. So that really, really sucks. So I wish you the absolute best. And like I said, make sure you're looking into things that are out there right now for people that are losing. So, sorry about Sarah's language, you guys. She is... I get a little bit lit when they're in game. Hi, Grant! Ow, I actually hurt my head. Ooh, Sarah.
Yeah, that thing.
I'm live streaming.
Okay.
So, ow.
Oh.
But I'm gonna try out... Hey, no problem. Oh my goodness, that actually is painful. I've got a piece of... Come off. Can I please have that? Just catching. There we go. Ooh, I had a piece of like skin. So on the agenda today, I am working on live streaming from my PC using my hotspot. I finally figured out how to get my hotspot working, which was to plug my phone directly into my computer. Instead of trying to send it through Wi-Fi, I'm actually doing it through Bluetoothing, and it's plugged straight into my computer. So I am attached and tethered. So I have set up a tethered data, so that way it's just feeding right out of my phone versus Wi-Fi. Seems to be doing better. Sarah's a beautiful girl, beautiful force. Sarah's a beautiful girl for a young girl. What? So Sarah's a beautiful girl for a young girl? Yeah, so I'm like live streaming here, of course, on YouTube. My goal is to live stream tonight. So I know my brother plays Fortnite. Yeah, she can get very, I guess you could say, when she knows somebody's cheating or whatnot, Sarah can get very heated. For the most part, though, she just enjoys the game, and she will be playing and she'll see the enemies, and instead of calling them enemies, she goes running over to them. She's like, friends! And then she's like, oh no, not friends! It's really funny watching her play. I actually get a kick out of sitting back and just watching her. So, okay, this little piece right here is really gonna bug me. I've got the tiniest little piece of skin that is catching on everything. Sarah and I usually would have played Fortnite together, but for some reason I just get too irritated with people when they cheat. I'm old school when it comes to gaming, and I think that you should play to get better and not cheat and, you know, rank up and stuff like that using cheat codes and stuff like that. I just think that's so shady to do that. There we go. Oh wow. Okay, well, I made it bleed a little bit. Sorry. I do that with Call of Duty. Yeah. Sarah plays Modern Warfare and Warzone. I was like, which one is it? Warzone. She plays Warzone. But yeah, I'm actually glad to see this is working. I've had some drop frames, it looks like, which I kind of expected that. Not too bad. And then whatnot. So I want to hook up the Switch tonight through the Elgato. I want to be able to have my chat and stuff open on my computer screen. Of course, my gaming stuff set up over here. The only thing is I'm letting Sarah borrow my headset right now, so I'm going to have to... I think I can actually use my... instead of using the big gaming headset, I think what I can do is use my... no, I can't because I don't have those anymore. My new headphones are for the new iPhone, so I don't have the other type of headphones anymore. So I'm gonna have to use my headset that she's borrowing right now. I need to fix her headset. Her headset, the button on the bottom, or not the button, but the cord on the bottom, keeps having issues and it keeps making a really loud static noise on her. So I need to repair her wire. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's Taylor when he plays. Yeah. You play Black Ops 2? Yeah. A lot of people kind of went backwards with COD because of the fact that they had, like, Modern Warfare is so bad. I don't personally play it, but I like watching people play Call of Duty. And trying to watch a friend of mine that has been a big time player of Call of Duty, going and watching him try to play Modern Warfare, the camping in that game is so annoying. He's used to, of course, getting out there, and like in Call of Duty, is getting out there, run, get in there, get those kills, try to get there, your team get there the fastest and get as many kills, like the most kills before the other team, and it's like it's a go kind of in your face kind of game, and it's high energy and fast paced.
Oh my god!
And then you get Modern Warfare, and it is such a like if you're playing it the way the game maker's meant for it to be played, then it's supposed to be more of a slow game. Like, it's more tactical, more keeping out of, other people's eye line, and trying to get the kills in a more sneaky fashion, I guess you could say. So it's a more slow-paced game, and that's kind of annoying. You play Modern Warfare too, yeah. I know my brother gets mad. Hey, Yosef, how are you? It's hard to play Overwatch. Oh my god, I tried to play Overwatch. I really, you guys, I really did give it my best go. I wanted to learn Overwatch. I was super thrilled when I got Overwatch. It was gifted to me by another streamer, and I really wanted to get it. I played it, and I practiced, and I did all the practice stuff, and I tried over and over again. I tried to figure out a character that worked best for me, and I just couldn't do it. Once we got into an actual game, the confusion and the chaos, like I could not concentrate on my character alone and where I was supposed to be shooting or aiming or whatnot, because everything was just going. It was just like mass chaos on the screen. And I was like, so I tried, and I gave it a really good go. Even when I kept, I just kept getting killed over and over again. And I was like, I'm going to keep trying. And so I kept trying, and I gave it, hi Creed! I gave it my best go. I really did. And I just could not get into the game. I think I got more frustrated with it more than anything. So I was just like, I'm done. So tonight's goal is, and I'm going to try. You don't like Fortnite? See, I liked Fortnite in the beginning, like, and then now, like, they've got helicopters, they got all this extra stuff, and I'm just like, you're making the game too complicated. The game should just be easy and fun, and now it's just getting too complicated. I don't know, Dustin. I have no idea how far she got on it. I'm doing bad at this game to be carried. What are you guys playing? He said he's doing bad. Is he doing bad?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought. Creep! You're doing great. And Sarah will carry you if you need to. Fortnite sucks. No, see, and I like Fortnite. That's the thing, is I like Fortnite. Now, I'm bummed right now because I can't get in there and play it because my hotspot isn't, like, it's not strong enough for her to play and for me to play. And so I'm kind of bummed about that. But I do like Fortnite. All right, we'll see you later, Grant. Peace. But I do really enjoy Fortnite, and so I'm kind of bummed that I haven't been able to play it. And a bunch of new stuff's come out, which means that they're making the game more complicated. Now they've added helicopters. And so for me, like, with some of the release of the stuff that they had out, like, it just made it super annoying to continue playing. I was just like, it was fun when you had your basic weapons. You knew you had your snipers, you had your assault rifles, you had your shotguns, and then you had your rocket launchers, and your pistols, of course. And that made it very simple, get to the point. You knew which gun you were good at, whatnot. And they started releasing vaulted weapons, and they started now they've got helicopters. It's just, then people started cheating. Well, people have been cheating, let's be real. And it just got to being like a headache to try to get in there, and frustrating as all hell. And now they've got this whole thing where they've got agents. So they've got agents hiding in places, and you've got all these new areas. So you're not just playing against players. Now you've got AI to play against on top of playing against players.
Oh no. Bad idea.
Which is frustrating. I I just want the game to be like I'm sorry, when I got into the game and I got killed by AI, I was so mad because I was like, when you lose in the game, when you die in game, it should be because of another player, not because of an AI. And so that's frustrating. Yeah, you can definitely pick people up and carry them. Yeah. Nuh-uh. What are they doing? Like, don't do that crap at school. Oh yeah, the Modern Warfare Warzone. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's Warzone. I have not played it yet. I do have it. I do have it downloaded on my Xbox. I have not played it yet because watching Sarah try to get it loaded in and watching it glitch out on her and watching it lag out as she's like falling from the sky on her thing, she opens her parachute, everything's fine, and then as soon as she touches the ground, it's like glitch, 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 glitch. And it was like horrible. She ran into that problem quite a few times. And so I was like, yeah, no. Because my frustration level would peak and I would be like that. So I am definitely more of a Skyrim player. I love playing Skyrim. I really thrive in playing that game. It is one of my absolute favorite things to do. And I don't know. I really, really enjoy Skyrim. And so I want to set up a gameplay and decide like which character I'm going to do and what kind of gameplay through I'm going to do because I've done so many different gameplays. Most of them have been off stream, and so I need to figure out like, do I want to do an archer build and just play as an archer? I suck at archery in Skyrim. I'm really good at hand-to-hand combat and close combat, meleeing. I'm really good at that. And it's kind of like my go-to. And I want to try to not melee. I want to do a game where I only want to do archery. You found your old wallet today? Nice. Yeah, Battle Royale games I really do like. However, Fortnite has become a very big frustration. One of the other games that I really, really enjoy doing is Minecraft. I would love to stream Minecraft and just stream doing a really awesome build. However, it does require internet for Minecraft, and it can be super frustrating when you're trying to run a stream and a game that pulls internet as well. It slows the whole process down across the board. So we have to be careful with that. Says, I almost got into a fight at Walmart because I forgot about this 6 feet distance and was helping my boyfriend unload groceries. This customer was rude and yelled at me like I was a little kid. Oh, I hate when people do that. Like, I hate when people act like that. I get, like, they want their space. That's fine. But you don't have to be mean and rude about it. You have Lego Star Wars? Oh, my God. Yeah, I helped Taylor with the Lego Star Wars build a long time ago.
Oh, God, okay.
You're trying to kill the Star Wars characters in Fortnite? Yeah. That was when they had the whole Star Wars thing. They don't have that anymore. They don't even have the Stormtroopers anymore. But oh my gosh, that was a heck of a fun journey when they had that going on, and the stupid lightsabers. I literally stopped playing until the lightsabers thing was over. Because I was so frustrated with it.
Alright, you're gonna go back to the same place?
Yeah, people just need to be nice. When are we playing Ark? I am going to try tonight, Creep. I'm really going to try to get this thing working. I know, you got me a Parasaur, and I'm super freaking happy about it. Because I can name it Ducky. And I love the Parasaurs. Like, every one of them on each of the servers we played on, I have named the Parasaur Ducky. And I love that because they're so cute. I almost had an anxiety attack in there because I got so embarrassed because everyone was looking at me. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it, though. Like, honestly, that's what I try to tell people. When somebody else is being absolutely rude and, like, a jerk, you shouldn't have to worry yourself over their behavior because they're the one that looks like an ass when they act like that. Sorry, let me fix the curtain. They're the ones that look like the jerk, not you. So, hey, but I thought about something, you guys. See how I'm standing in here like this? What if I put up here my green screen? Because if I put my green screen up, I can cancel out the environment around me and use that area strictly as for when I'm doing my live streams. Like, how cool would that be? I think that would be really neat. I really do. I think it would be really cool if I green screen behind me. Not during like these live streams like this because it's on YouTube and I'm not doing a game. But I forgot to I was going to say this earlier. So on Twitch, they have it right now where you can do movie night. So we can live stream Twitch approved Amazon featured movies. So movies that are like, they have a list of movies you can choose from. That you can live stream with your community, and you can have your community come in, and you can all chat and watch the movie together. I think that is absolutely awesome, and I thought about doing it, but I don't have a big community on Twitch. As a matter of fact, I have a very, very small community, maybe at most like 6 people. That I know would come in and join. But I think it would be really cool if we could get together, pick a time that worked, because I do know we have people in the UK, we do have people in Australia, we have people here in the US and in Canada. I think it would be awesome, though, if we could figure out a time that was a little conducive to everybody being able to come join. Or I may even do like 2 separate days where I could say, this day we're going to do it at this time, which means that everybody over here on this side of the country could sit and watch it, and then do a second stream with the same movie, but with the people that are over like in the UK and Australia and stuff, and we could do a second movie night. So my teacher had anger issues. She would cuss the students out like a dog if they didn't do stuff her way. Jesus. Yeah. Teachers should watch their language. I hope people make a scene in public. Like, seriously, take it elsewhere. Right? Yeah. See, now, the stormtroopers were easier to kill than you would think. Like, those were easy to kill. It was the players who got the... Because the stupid stormtrooper's gun, the blaster, sucked. Okay? It absolutely sucked. It didn't do much damage. But... if you got the lightsabers, it was like people were invincible. And I got too frustrated, so I stopped playing until that whole event was over. Now you've got everybody in these goofy disguises for this whole Deadpool event. So there's a whole Deadpool event going on, and it is insanity. And like this whole secret agent thing that's going on. Not a fan. I did get the battle pass. I haven't done jack crap with the battle pass. Probably going to run out of time to complete it. Don't care. But yeah, so I probably won't even mess with it. That's going to be fun. What part? Like, it's already out. Like, the Star Wars thing is over. Like, that's done. That whole event is over. So that's all finished. I am not a fan of the whole one that's going on right now. It's frustrating, and I'm just not. So, my shorts are having an issue. So I'm trying to fix my pocket. Why my pockets came out, I don't know. But, okay.
Well, kill him, hurry up.
So, yeah.
I know what he said.
But yeah, the whole Star Wars thing is over. Thank goodness, because I was not a fan.
Are you okay?
What?
No, you're not. Fine.
I need to go get...
Good. Oh, God.
I need to go get some... I need to close this, because they're going to go stale if I don't. They're dill pickle chips, if you guys are wondering what they are. But they're for when I do my movie. So, let's go stay there. Looks like my other neighbors are going to be leaving too. Hi, Allie! Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go grab some Gatorade. So give me a second. I'll be right back.
I don't know, but I'm
I'm back. Sarah's our air conditioner is kicking butt so well that Sarah's bundled up in a blanket out there. Like my little Starbucks cup. It's an actual solid cup. It's not like a Starbucks like cheapy throwaway. This is like a hard plastic cup with a reusable straw and stuff. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I am so happy that this is working. I've been watching like my frame drop. It's actually not bad. My CPU is actually doing really good. It's only using like 9% of the CPU, which is great. I do have it only set to 30 frames, so that's a little bit slower. So it's not a 60 frames per second. I'm not doing 60 FPS. But yeah, I think this will work well for streaming Skyrim. Because Skyrim is only going to be screen captured. So I'll be able to play this and screen capture it versus like what I was doing previously, which was running Skyrim off my PC, which I could still do, honestly. I could technically still play it. She's right below me, like literally right below me. She's sound asleep right now, which is great because she needs to sleep. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can do it. Oh man, I am stuck on something. Hold on, you guys. Uh-oh. What am I stuck on? I am stuck on... Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm going to throw you guys around for a minute. There we go. Okay, you ready? There's Danny. Her sound asleep. There's Tonties. He's sound asleep. That is another bone that Danny has. She doesn't like that one as much. She done chewed up the other one. She's crashed out. We've got Winnie Bear and Godric sleeping. But, hold on. Did you get kicked off? Sorry, guys. Alright, because it is just having its own issues. There we go. Yeah, Sarah's got great language skills. But, how tall is Sarah compared to you? Major glitching? What? Is it really? Sarah is, wow, did it really go that bad? Oh, wow, it did. Holy crud. That's what I get for moving the camera around. Yeah, I dropped a ton of frames. Okay, we're not going to move this around like that again. So, just FYI, we're not going to move that around again because that really glitched it out. Is it okay now, Allie? Let me know. So, I'm 5'1", and Sarah is 5'6". So, she's 5 inches taller than me. Wow, what is going on there? What happened? Hold on. I don't know. So, much better? Okay. Why is it saying that? Okay, we're just going to let that die off again and try again. Yeah, so we won't move this around again. That's so funny because oh my god, I went by In-N-Out yesterday when I was going to go grab food, and I thought to myself, oh man, I would love In-N-Out, right? Because I really, really love In-N-Out. However, I knew that if I did it, I would get a massive headache because it's beef. Like the sandwich I got chicken in it instead of hamburger in it. So I did, because you can actually ask them. It's a little extra. It's okay. I got the green chili burger, but with chicken, with a grilled chicken breast instead. Yes. Absolutely so good. You could do animal style fries. Like, yeah, but I don't like French fries. I'm sorry. I know that people are going to be like, don't come for me. Don't come for me. It's Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild. Ours is closed. Our Buffalo Wild Wings is closed. They are not even doing curbside. I'm so bummed out. Might just do that. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so bummed though. But yeah, I love that Sonic's allowed us. You're 6'5". Good lord. Good lord, that's tall. I mean, my kid's father was only 6'4". Free McDonald's every day for all first responders. Yes. Props to Mickey D's. Shout out to McDonald's for that. That is literal hell yeah. Yeah, I am so bummed because I love Buffalo Wild Wings. One of our favorite wings to get, and people are gonna be like, is it's like a lime tequila, like a lime tequila wing. Oh my god, they are so good, and one free meal a day. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I'm so bummed out because I think the problem for ours, and this is the only reason why I think ours closed, is there's just not enough activity. They just don't get enough business to begin with. Even when they had dining open, so it just sounded like, yeah, the tequila lime wings. Oh my god, so good, so good. And I really need to go get my Sam's Club card redone. I haven't even done it yet. Because Sam's Club is the only place around here. No, I'm wrong. No, it's not. We now have Smart & Final. Smart & Final actually carries the big bags of tequila lime wings. They're not as good as Buffalo Wild Wings ones, but they are still really good. Yeah. So I think Sarah and I need to make a run to Smart & Final when we do our next grocery haul. I think that will go there instead. The only thing is I have to be really careful because when you go to a place like that, you're buying in bulk. Smart & Final is like Sam's Club, but not as it doesn't have such as an extensive array of things. There's no household goods there. There's not you don't get all your bathroom supplies there, stuff like that. It's just pretty close to just a grocery store with things you would need in the kitchen. So if that makes sense. So yeah, it's definitely a little more restricted. So, but they have all kinds of meats and everything. And champagne for this really nice restaurant. They have a deal for only, wow. You're doing fried chicken and champagne. Oh my god, champagne. Ooh. No, the other day I told Sarah, I was like, after the long day I had with the dogs and being at the vet office all day. You guys, I've never seen so many people in my entire life. When I went to go get food while there, I went through the drive-thru, by the way. Kingman was so busy. Driving through Bullhead City right now is like a ghost town, right? Except for the other day, but I think someone said something about it must have been everybody got their stimulus check because town was packed, which was terrifying. So we ended up just going over to the storage unit and coming straight back because we were like, nope, not going into grocery stores, nothing, because it was so packed with people. No. But wow, $70. That's not bad though for what they're ordering.
They're both up here.
And there's so much dust in here. I still got to finish dusting everything. Now that we don't have the doors sitting open to try to keep the place cool, I need to go through and dust everything. For 3? Yeah, I was going to say. And you guys are feeding 3 people. That's, yeah. So that's a really good price for fried chicken and champagne. And I'm going to bet it's not just the chicken. I'm going to bet there's also sides and stuff that go with it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great deal if you know what restaurant. But yeah, I know what you mean, Allie. But it was so busy. But I know that, like, over there, when I was up there getting the girls a spay done, there was at least, and I'm not even kidding, this isn't an exaggeration, at least 300 vehicles came and went from that place while I was there. Yeah, the full meal. That's what I figured. So there was a ton of people, and not everybody had just one dog. There was a lady, I'm going to die laughing. There was a lady that pulled up, and her dogs were only there to get their shots, right? They were coming to get their shots. She had 8 dogs. 8 of the same breed. They were all big. I'm going to say they were some kind of, oh geez, what's the word? Oh my god, not Australian Shepherd. Maybe Australian Shepherd. No, they weren't Australian Shepherds. Maybe that's what they're called. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys watch Cassie, like, from Daily Bumps. She has a dog named Coda, the black and white dog. I think that's an Australian Shepherd. I don't know. I think I'm wrong about that. It was 8 of those, though. They're like the sheep herding dogs. Okay, the sheep herding dogs. Tell me what that is. I think it's an Australian Shepherd. She had 8 of them. They were all the exact same color. Okay, with the fact that all of them were black and white. Their design was a little bit different. Each one, they didn't all have like the exact same black and white design, but they were all black and white. All 8 of them. They were all related. And she was sitting in her car and I was sitting in mine. We were talking through our windows. And one of them was Mom. And then she had 3 males, which were her sons from her previous litter. And then she had 2 females from her second litter, which was the only ones that she had. And Mom got fixed after that. So she had those ones. There you go, Border Collie. That's the word. And then she had 2 other males, which were just ones that she got separately, right? So one was a puppy still, the other one was about a year old. The other ones, like Mom was like 7 or 8. The litter of the 3 sons that she had were from her previous litter, which were like her first litter, and she was like 3 years old when she had them. So they were roughly 3.5 years old, and then, or like, no, they were like, they were like 3 years old, and then her youngest pups were the 2 girls that she had were only just barely over a year. All of them have been fixed except for the baby, the puppy, and they were all barking at the same time. All of them were howling, barking, whatnot. She had all 8 of them in there, and I died laughing because I just thought, whatever they're doing, whatever they do with these Border Collies, more than likely, I'm guessing she's probably one of the farmers that are out here that have the big herds of sheep that they bring out twice a year when they clear the fields. Because if you drive towards Needles, which is towards California, we have the massive sets of crops, right? You've got these massive crops. And they bring out their sheep from another area. Hi, Leslie! They bring their sheep out here. So they transport their sheep down here. And the sheep clear the entire field before they plow it and then lay out. So we do 2 different crops here. They do cotton, and then they do alfalfa. And in between that, each time, they bring the sheep. So whenever they have the alfalfa out, they bring the sheep out. The sheep clear the field pretty much of all the last bits of what's there, before they plow it out and plant cotton. And then when they plow everything down for the cotton, they bring the sheep out again, and the sheep clear the field of all like the little bits and whatever's left. So it's pretty cool. But I'm guessing that they're one of the people that have the Border Collies for herding the sheep to bring them back and forth. Because who in their right mind would literally own 8 Border Collies? Holy moly. They are. You think I think Danny's high strung. Danny, it would be a literal cakewalk to having 8 border collies. Holy crap! I could not even imagine caring for 8 border collies. But she was saying that they have she has the busiest of days because she and her husband work with the collies each day. But she didn't exactly specify what they did. I didn't ask, but I assumed more than likely it was sheep herding, and that they're probably one of the set of people that works with the sheep that we get down here. And then there was a guy that had the really short-haired. They look exactly like an Australian Shepherd. I'm gonna guess they probably are. They have the tail docked. Normally they're really floofy. But these guys all had really short cut hair. The guy had 4 of them. And I've seen these ones specifically in sheep herding videos. And they're really, really kind of short statured, much more small. I think recently I've seen more of them being merle colored. These guys, though, were not. They were more of the more classic looking
they're both right there.
Australian Shepherd. As I was saying, I knew that what she had was an Australian Shepherd. I knew what an Australian Shepherd looks like. I couldn't place what they were, but yes, border collies. Border collies they're so beautiful and so crazy busy that I'm glad. Like Danny's definitely crazy busy. However, pain meds on board for another day, and she is resting. And the vet was absolutely right. So we are going to start tonight with melatonin, because she can start it tonight. Ooh, I'm going to lose frames again. Oh no. Okay, we're back. But yeah, so we are going to start melatonin with Danny. We actually gave her a half dose a little while ago because she was really worked up. I gave her a half a dose, and she is sleeping right now, which we kind of need for her to rest and not be being crazy because she has stitches in her belly. And we've been letting Godric and them out multiple times today to go potty, run around for a bit, come back in. The first thing that both of them do, as soon as I unlock the cages, they both straight go for her belly, like they are interested in her belly and whatnot. So I have to immediately, no, get them away from her. Both of them are short enough now that they are under her belly when she stands up, so they can both very easily go at her tummy, and they're just, it's a headache. Tonks doesn't bother her, so I don't have to worry about putting him up and locking him up. But with the other two, we've kind of had to make sure that once they're back inside, they go in the kennel. I know that sounds mean, and I don't want to hear it from anybody. We have a puppy with stitches in her belly. We're doing one thing. She's being spayed. She's been spayed. So we're preventing any unwanted puppies. That's one thing. So that's the important part right now, and she needs to heal. So that's part of what it is. And I'm not locking these guys outside in the heat just so that we don't have to worry about her belly. So it's just for their own good. They get outside, they run around, they get walked, and then we bring them in and put them in here. And we've got kick butt air conditioner again, finally. This morning, I had to go thaw out the AC. So that's the thing that happens with RV ACs. So I had to turn it off because the fan wasn't turning like it was supposed to. And so I went up and opened the lid and found that the entire piping was frozen solid. It had big old chunks of ice around it. So I took the thing up there, banged the ice off, because I had to turn off the unit inside, banged the ice off, resprayed the fan blade again to get it turning freely again. And then once I got it turning freely again, I came back inside to kick only the fan on, not the AC. Just the fan on, got the fan going, and as that got going, it melted up the ice. And then, of course, it's hot outside. So with the heat outside, it finally melted all the ice off of there. So now I know to maintain that, at night, we need to just turn just the fan on at night. No AC. Don't turn it to the AC button. Just turn just the fan on. It'll keep the good, cool air flowing in here, circulating here, but it won't freeze up overnight because it's definitely cooler at night in the desert than it is during the day. Had one, but it passed away now.
Yep, then there's someone
and
right
named
here.
it the same dog. Oh my god, my aunt did that same thing. She had a dog named Dudley, and then she adopted another of the same exact breed, which was a Springer Spaniel. She adopted another one, named it Dudley. When that one passed away, she adopted another one, same color, chocolate brown and white, and named it Dudley. And I can tell you that she did that with 4 Springers, named them all Dudley. All of them were chocolate and white.
Some people.
I don't know. And now she's got 2 Yorkies. I don't know why the big change, but okay. I don't understand that. I don't think I could ever name a dog the same name as a dog that has passed. I don't know why. I couldn't do that. It's just, to me, that just seems so weird. Oh, and our neighbor right here is getting ready to leave. The neighbor that made the lovely phone call that I talked about, and the one that usually just kind of at us, doesn't even say hello. She came over today. Meow, we just died by another aimbotter? Nuh-uh. Did you guys just die by aimbot again? Jesus Christ. People in aimbot, like I hate that. But anyway, she came over here and knocked on my door. And I was a little apprehensive. So I opened the door and she goes, I have to apologize to you. And I was like, okay. She goes, I was concerned for you and your daughter. She goes, and so I made that call because I was concerned for the 2 of you and wanted to make sure that your equipment was okay. And I said, my equipment was okay if you'd just come outside and asked. And she's like, yeah, they told me that everything was fine on your RV and that you guys just had a bit of a hiccup with your line getting clogged. And I said, yeah, but you made the report and it had been a couple of days. The pool wasn't out there anymore. So I don't understand that. And so she's like, I made a mistake and I'm sorry. I should have come over and asked you. And I said, yeah, that probably would have been nice. And she goes, but I do want to apologize because I should have just come over and talked to you. She goes, you seem like a really nice woman. You seem like you're working really hard to keep your RV in good shape. And she goes, and your dogs are absolutely awesome. And I was like, thank you. And she goes, no, they really are. She goes, everybody else's dogs around here, they get crazy and they bark and they go nuts. And people just kind of let them go. She goes, you're right on top of when they're acting kind of a hot mess. And I was like, yeah, I'm really strict with the fact that I don't want them to be a nuisance. She goes, well, I brought them over a treat. And so she brought them over the big, huge bone and then these small little, like, I don't know what you want to call it. They're like the teeth things, like the dentist sticks. So I gave them each those. But, yeah, you can't do that. Creep. I see the kitty in a box. It's a cute kitty in a box. Sorry about my weird curls that are going on behind me here, you guys. Like, seriously. But she apologized, and I thought that was really one that takes a lot of guts to do that. Going to ship me away in a box. You're going to ship you away in a box. Oh. One that takes a lot of guts to come over, one, and admit you were the one that made the phone call. And then two, to say and apologize to somebody, one, for making said phone call, but 2, for also just being flat out kind of blatantly rude every time someone said good morning. So I thought that was really, really, like, woman of her to do that. And so she's like, well, we're getting ready to head out here in a little while, probably in the next couple days. And so I just wanted to come over and apologize. And I was like, I said, and I thank you for that. And I said, and that's, and thank you though. I said, and if you do happen to be concerned or you have a concern, please just come over and ask. I have no problem with that. I said, and she's like, no, not at all. And she's like, so what happened to the puppy? I saw you had the puppy in a thing. She's in the middle of a game. I said, she just got spayed. I said, she just had surgery, got spayed. We got her fixed. And so she goes, very smart. She's the lady that has the massive Alaskan Malamute.
Oh my god.
Okay, if you've ever... Okay, first of all, I've seen Malamutes on TV all the time. They're gorgeous, right? You never really know the size of something until you really see it in person. Malamutes are huge. I I would say they are pretty dang close to being the size of like a Newfoundland. I don't know if you've ever seen a Newfoundland in person, but they are definitely about the size of a Great Dane. Great Danes, of course, definitely being the largest of the breeds, but in a New Zealand, like those Newfoundland dogs, the Newfoundlands are definitely within the range of Great Dane size. They're also in the realm of what do they call those dang things? Those big, huge wolfhound. The wolfhound. Holy crap! The Alaskan Malamute is massive. Okay, this dog is huge. I mean, huge. At least a good 130-pound dog. I mean, this thing is huge. And its paws, I'm not even kidding, are as big as my head. Like, this dog is so big. It's an old baby, and it's like 9 years old. And he is, very spunky, which is super funny. He gets very, very spunky. But like I said, she would not say hi to us. Every time she walked by, I found all this out today about her dog, because I was very curious about her dog. 9 years old, spunky as, acts like a child. But huge. Just freaking huge. And I'm glad that we actually finally got to have a bit of a conversation, because she's going to be here a couple more days. They're out there, kind of doing all their stuff to get everything undone before they leave. Which usually, for those big behemoths of, they've got a huge RV, you guys. Their RV is a big Class A. If you've ever seen a Class A, they're like the big, huge tour buses type things. This thing has 3 pop-outs on it. One of the pop-outs, which is on the driver's side, is literally the length of the entire RV. Like, the whole length of the RV slides out. And then, on this side, the passenger side, which is against our driver's side, has 2 pop-outs. Just massive. I mean, this thing is freaking massive. It's literally a mansion on wheels. Like, what the hell? I think they're all leaving together. Thank God, this thing is so big. If I could take you guys over there, I would. But every time I try to move the camera, it goes stupid. So, I can't. I would take you guys to the window and show you guys. This thing is so big. It definitely puts our RV into perspective. We live in a very, very humble and tiny little dwelling. And I'm super proud of my little happy space. Because I can't imagine keeping that thing clean. That thing's huge. I don't even know, it's got to be 30 plus feet long, at least. It's definitely longer than 30. Mine's a 23. So this this baby, she's 23 feet long, and roughly 10 feet wide. Roughly 10 feet wide. Yeah, roughly that. She's 10 feet. I know she's 10 feet tall. So she's not 10 feet wide. Let's see. If I lay down here, my feet come to right about here. So that's 5 foot. She's about 7 feet. 7 feet wide. She's 10 foot height wise. So she has a 10.5 foot clearance, because that's counting the wheels, but the inside, body section is 10 feet. And then she's 23 feet from front of cab to back of bathroom. So technically, what we have about 230 square feet of living space. But that thing right there, the internal portion of it, is probably quadruple what I have here. It has a full-size bathroom in it, a full-size bedroom in it, a kitchen, a living room, a dining section. They have the whole front section, and then they have a second bathroom. What? There's just the 2 of them.
Wow, really? Seriously?
So, that's crazy. And then they have family that is across the street from us, and they are also in a large Class A, not as big as this one. Theirs just has a pop out on each side. But yeah, that's crazy. I am so mind blown by a lot of these RVs, you guys. It just blows my mind. Also, there is a guy here in the park.
No, you're not.
He's not there anymore. There's a guy here in the park that washes RVs. And I'm going to be I've got to finish the top, sealing the top of the RV. We were going to do it yesterday, and then it rained again in the evening. So every time I get ready to plan to go up there, we get some kind of weird weather. This morning I was going to go up there, and the wind was blowing at like 90 miles an hour, which was fun when I was going up there to fix the AC, now that I know how to do it. So the wind was a lovely little adventure, battling that while I was on top. Don't recommend. But anyway, so tomorrow is the goal. Like, I went ahead and looked. Tomorrow's going to get in the mid-90s. I am going to go up and actually finish sealing everything. Get that stuff sealed up, and then we should be good from there. Once it's all sealed up and dry, then the guy's going to come over and we're going to get Barbara scrubbed. Like, scrubbed, because she has got... Every time it rains, we get like this weird streak of like funky white that keeps running all off of her. We're almost certain that the streaky white crap is from whatever they painted the ceiling with, the roof with. We're pretty sure they painted the roof with, what do you call it? Like regular house roofing stuff, which wasn't meant to be on there. So that's a lovely thing to find out. But we're pretty sure that that's what they did. And as the water sits on there and it's just running down all that white stuff, because there's nothing white up on the roof anymore. The roof is a funky grayish color, and the only white parts up there are where we sprayed the Flex Seal. In the areas that we've sprayed the Flex Seal. So the biggest part now is going to be putting the Flex Tape all the way along the borders of everything, even this front area here. We're going to Flex Seal it, and then we're going to spray it with a coating of this stuff that's specifically made for RVs. And then we have a massive bucket, a 5-gallon bucket of sealant that you're supposed to use to paint the top of an RV. So Barbara's going to get a full roof done, her full roofing done. We're going to take the cover off of the AC unit so that we can put it down in a way while we paint, so that we don't get stuff all over the AC cover. Once we've got all that done, we should be sealed. We should be sealed in, which would be really freaking nice. But yeah, so that's going to happen. And I know now with this not to move the camera. We get too many dropped frames. So we're going to make sure we're not doing that. But I am going to go ahead now and let you guys go. I'm going to go ahead and set everything up so that we can do some gaming tonight on Twitch. Because I would really like to see if I can. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah. I'm going to try to live stream to Twitch tonight. And if it goes really well and I get this thing going, I'm going to be so freaking happy, because I need this to work. I really need this to work, because I miss my community over there, and I really want to get that start. Like, I really want to get that going. I miss being able to do story time. I used to do story time over on Twitch all the time until they told us, hey, you can't do copyright material, which I get, because of course they have those same books on Audible, which costs money. So by me reading it on my streams and doing review stuff with my community, was considered infringement. Even though we weren't doing, like, I can get it if it was just me reading and no communication, but it wasn't. It was me. I would read a chapter, and then we would all discuss the chapter. We'd do a
not friendly.
Sorry. We'd all do a chapter discussion and whatnot. So apparently you can't do that. But they do have books you can do that with. So there are books that are royalty-free, non-copyright, like their copyrights have expired. So you can do those. But those are books nobody's ever interested in. we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I can go back and find some that we can actually do on stream and do some book reviews and book discussion, because I really miss doing that. Hence the reason why it was called Dragon Raider. We would have where I did Saturdays and Sundays strictly was Skyrim. Like we played Skyrim, we did a whole thing, and then the rest of the week, like I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which was just story time, and then I took Tuesdays and Thursdays off away from the streams, and I miss doing that. And I would love to see if we can figure out how to go about doing that again. Maybe we can start throwing in Fridays. We can do movie night.
Oh my god.
But anyway, guys, you guys are awesome. I'm going to get off here.
All right.
And you guys have a great day while I go and play with my computer and stuff again. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.